Sarge WP made a video about this already, and it was about black girl. It's a Huffington Post article called "Black Girl Unnoticed," and it was about this black girl who struggled with IR dating. She tried to jump the fence, and she ended up falling on her ass. The white boys didn't want her, and she was complexed, puzzled that she was playing dumb, like, oh, I don't understand why these white boys don't want me. She was making a plea and all that about, she doesn't understand why, the white boys don't want her, and she trying to make it seem like they were both in love, and it was just that weird obstacle of race kind of destroyed it. Like, we were doing all these things, and we were in love, but I just don't understand why race, messed it up. And to me, it's just funny how white boys can get black girls feeling, some type of way, you know. And I laughed at it, I laughed at it because, especially in 2015, we're not seeing multiculturalism. We're not seeing cultural or racial assimilation. And especially with the situation in Missouri, white folks are really, I'm pretty sure white folks are going to be, less acceptable to IR dating. And I really feel like they're going to be back on code when they see one of their own with a black girl, you know. I can imagine they can be a little less frigid over white men dating Hispanics or Asians. But when it comes to black, I really feel like they're gonna just kind of be like, hey, you need to get on code. You can date her, you can fuck her, you can gag her, or whatever. But hey, you ain't marrying the bitch. So I'm pretty sure that even though this generation of white boys they're gonna get back into step. And back on the girl though, it's very sad that you constantly read articles about black women not getting it, especially young black girls. They're not getting it. They're still in this compass. They still have this moral compass that love or relationships leading to marriage is based 100% on love. And I was even breaking this down to my friend who through text, and she didn't text me back. That black folks really, and Sarge already pointed this out, but I'm just kind of putting my little 2 cents in that black folks really don't know how marriage works. And the funny thing is, I've been taking a history, an East Asian history course, and we talk a lot about family structure, marriage, and we talked about how a lot of the Chinese men, they solely uh, married for economic growth. The objective was to get a son, and the goal was, to have at least their grandson be on a good financial mark. And when that happens, their mission success. My last name carries through, you know, and a lot of these, and these men sacrifice everything, and their relationship with their women wasn't really based on love. Literally 10%, let alone none, was really based on love. And China went through a lot of, good and bad changes, mostly bad on the perspective of Asian feminists or feminists in general. But you can't lie that, due to the changes that are good and bad, it led to the powerhouse of China that is today. Even though, you still have problems here and there, but the thing is, China's doing a lot better than most African countries, and Asians in general, whether in America or not, are doing a lot better than black folks here. So, we see how, but the thing is, we see how Asian men still have a value in their culture and tradition and the reservation of their name. You know, they're worrying about generate multi-generational wealth, creating a prestige amongst their name, and they worry a lot more than just sex, good sex, or um, love. And it's not even really what I think, it's what I really know, is that really black folks, especially black women, and black men too, but I'll get on them in a minute, is that we focus too much on women, focus too much on sex in a marriage. I hear it all the time on radio. Everything's about sex. The situations. Oh, I'm in love. I've been married for 2 years, but I have a boyfriend for 10 years, and I feel bad that I'm in this awkward situation. Steve Harvey, can you help me out? And you have even sillier, situations to where like I'm with a good man. We've been married for 10 years, but the sex is really boring. I try to do new things and it doesn't work. So for the past 4 years, I've been cheating with this other man, but the problem is that he's broke. He lives with his mom. He has two baby mamas. Um, he has no, he's on drugs, but he's a master in sex, and I'm in this awkward position. Should I be with this man, or should I stay with my husband? And it's like it's situations that literally just make you want to pull your hair. And I'm yet to hear situations from Tom Joyner, Doug Banks, Steve Harvey, of black people talking about multi-general wealth. I'm yet to hear a caller be like, "Oh hey, my name is Dewan Tom Howard, Dewan Howard, and I have I have I'm a surgeon slash engineer. My son wants to be an art major, and he wants to be a painter, and I'm trying to instill him that painting is not an occupation that I want, and I have a hard time explaining to him that um, to explain him the power or of wealth. He's very privileged. He's very spoiled, and I feel like I'm messed up in parenting, and now he's unmotivated to maintain the wealth. What should I do to make him choose a profession that can produce more wealth than I ever made? Stuff like that. You don't hear that. You don't hear um, you don't hear anything that's worth value in these black relationships or how black people see relationships. And back when the IR dating, interracial dating, is that we're black women are still finding not solidarity. They're still trying to find validation. They're trying to find a purpose. And the thing is that I've read the comments for that, Black Girl Unnoticed, and a lot of people were like, black women, a lot of black women were saying, like, hey, we need to stop fetishizing ourselves for the white boy. We need to stop looking at white men as our saviors. And, I'm glad that most black women are getting it. But, the thing is that I don't want you just dating black guys just because. It feels like it's like there's these two fronts. Okay, it's either like black women want to date white men because of solely on validation, and then you have black women who want to date, black men. But the thing is, it's not based off economics, family ties. It's just basically on impulse. Sex is good. He's pretty. He's a pretty boy. He has money, but he doesn't have a bank account. He lives the fast life, and it's like we don't get it. We don't get it. And so, I really wish a lot of these dating coaches would really talk down with black women, especially black girls, on what to look for in a man. Women get too damn caught up on intangible bullshit. Women get too caught up in in feelings, feel goodery, and not enough on okay, is can we I'm looking for a marriage that can last more than 50 years, a lifetime. Where we can live off good. We ain't gotta worry about money too much. Our kids will be in good schools. Uh, College paid for. We can retire at the age of 55 and shit like that. You know, those conversations, those perspectives and relationships aren't looked at. With black men too. We're looking for trophies. We're looking for women to build us up. I see a lot of these submissive these memes with black men wanting women to build them up. Black men are solely basing their loyalty on black women to be built up. I'm looking for a woman that can be with me when I'm broke. She ain't shit unless she stays with me when I'm broke and I ain't got money. She needs to be taking care of me. I get that you want a girl to cook for you, iron your clothes, this and that. But, niggas gone too far where it is they practically asking for a second mother. Niggas went too far with that. Um, I really wish black women would learn how to date. And, now that I think about when I have my daughter, if I have one, I really want to instill in her that casual relationships in school or in college is okay. If you just like the dude for, you like him, you like him. But when you're getting older, you're going to have to learn how to look at other things other than looks and popularity. And there's so much problems. And the thing is that a lot of girls are afraid to be materialistic because it clashes with their Christianity. And, you know, women are afraid to be called gold diggers. Or black women are afraid to be called gold diggers. And they're so afraid to look at material and judge men on material because, they pity black men. They're attracted to black men, but it's like they don't want to challenge them. They don't want them to do better. They want black men to go on their pace, well, his pace. And he has, your treadmill speed is on like 10x, and he's on like 2. He's going on his pace, and he doesn't want to challenge himself. We you know we really gotta do better when it comes to dating. But I feel like I went a lot off topic, but I can kind of really say that my focus on this video was for black women to stop looking for uh, validation from white men and um, looking for stop being afraid to challenge black men on economics. Black women need to start rejecting broke black men. They need to. Hey, you don't have your shit together. Come back in 5 years. Come back when you have a car. Come back when you have a job. Come back when you're making this amount of money. And we really need to get black men focused and motivated. Too many of them are just waiting on some female who's stripping and making all this money, and they just want to ride off. Niggas want to be the wife. Got too many of that happening. I really wanted to talk about the white boys, but I really think black men really need to hear this, and they really need to be challenged. But overall, black women's dating, it has to be fixed. They're looking for validation on one side, and for those that are the black women who like black men, solely black men, they're not challenging them. They're looking for other intangibles. With black men, they're looking for black men who has faith, or black men who have that can master, or be in line with their sexual drive. And that's they're not looking at economics. They're not looking. And the thing is that they will sometimes think straight or logically when they're dating white boys. Okay, this white boy comes from a good family, um, decent school, like Karen. When she was mad with Sarge and she made a response video, she was talking about, um, she lives in a good community where she doesn't have to worry about drive-bys and violence and, all that other nigga shit. She ain't gotta worry about that. And, you know, that's logical. That makes sense. Okay, you don't want to be in those positions. You don't want to be in those areas. You're looking for men who make such money. You're looking for men who are motivated, men that act like men. And it kills me when black women look for the class act or the class A white boy, but when it comes to black men, they're looking for the D master, the man with the dick game on point, and the black men who are A class, we're the lames, and we're too bougie. We're not up to par, but they can take a corny ass white boy. Just saying. But this video is too long, and I don't know if people watch my videos like that, but I don't really like making long ass videos. But I'll just end this here.